Fresh water is running out, and it's becoming more valuable than oil. Across the globe, rivers are drying, aquifers are collapsing, and nations are already fighting over the liquid we take for granted. Water isn't just life anymore, it's power. Whoever controls it, controls the future. In this video, we're breaking down the coming water wars, the regions most at risk, and why blue gold could trigger the next global crisis. Before we get started, if you want to see how humanity's most vital resource is turning into the ultimate weapon, hit subscribe. This is where the fight for water gets explained. The rivers are dying. All across the world, rivers that have flowed for thousands of years are running dry. The Colorado River in the United States, which supplies water to 40 million people, is at its lowest levels in history. Lake Mead and Lake Powell, massive reservoirs that look like oceans on a map, are now showing massive stretches of cracked, dried earth where water used to be. In Europe, the Rhine River dropped so low that cargo ships couldn't pass through. The Po River in Italy dried up so much that World War II bombs hidden in the riverbed were exposed. In China, the Yangtze River, the longest river in Asia, hit record low levels. These aren't just statistics. These are warnings. When rivers die, civilizations follow. History has shown us this pattern over and over. And right now, we're watching it happen in real time across multiple continents simultaneously. Underground water is running out. It's not just the rivers on the surface. Deep underground, ancient aquifers that took thousands of years to fill are being drained at terrifying speeds. These underground water reserves have been our backup plan, our safety net. But we're pumping them dry. In India, farmers are drilling deeper and deeper to find water, going hundreds of feet down where they used to only need to go 20 or 30. In California's Central Valley, the land is literally sinking because so much water has been removed from underground. In the Middle East, aquifers that are thousands of years old are expected to run completely dry within decades. Once they're empty, they're gone. You can't refill an ancient aquifer. It took nature millennia to create them. We're destroying them in a single generation. And when this underground water disappears, billions of people will have nowhere else to turn. Climate change is accelerating everything. Climate change isn't just making things warmer. It's fundamentally breaking the water cycle. Droughts are lasting longer. Rain patterns are becoming unpredictable. Glaciers that feed major rivers are melting away completely. The Himalayan glaciers, which supply water to 2 billion people across Asia, are disappearing. Scientists predict they could lose 80% of their ice by the end of this century. That means the rivers they feed, rivers that entire nations depend on, will eventually run dry. Extreme weather is also making things worse. When rain finally comes, it often comes too hard and too fast. Instead of soaking into the ground and refilling aquifers, it causes floods and then runs off into the ocean. We're trapped in a cycle where we're getting either too much water all at once or not enough for months. Both extremes are destroying our ability to maintain stable water supplies. Agriculture is drinking the world dry. 70% of all fresh water used by humans goes to agriculture. Growing food requires massive amounts of water. A single kilogram of beef requires 15,000 liters of water when you account for everything the cow eats and drinks. Rice, wheat, almonds, avocados, all of them need huge amounts of water. And as the global population grows, we need more food, which means we need more water. But there isn't more water. We're using the same amount of water that's always existed on Earth, except now we're trying to feed 8 billion people instead of 1 billion. Industrial farming is draining aquifers, diverting rivers, and using water faster than nature can replenish it. We're stuck in an impossible situation. We need water to grow food, but growing food is using up all our water. And at some point very soon, something has to give. Cities are growing where water doesn't exist. Some of the fastest growing cities in the world are built in places that have no natural water supply. Las Vegas is in the middle of a desert. Phoenix keeps expanding despite having almost no local water. Dubai is building massive skyscrapers in one of the driest places on Earth. These cities survive by importing water from somewhere else, or by using technology to create it. But what happens when the places they're taking water from run out? What happens when the rivers feeding these cities dry up completely? You get conflict. You get mass migration. You get collapse. We're building civilizations in places that can't sustain them, and we're acting surprised when reality catches up. The problem isn't just that these cities exist. It's that millions more people keep moving to them, putting even more pressure on water systems that are already failing. Nations are already fighting over water. Water wars are happening now. Ethiopia's Nile Dam anchored Egypt. India and Pakistan have long fought over rivers. Turkey, Syria, and Iraq clash over the Tigris and Euphrates. China's dams threaten Southeast Asia. When survival depends on water, borders and treaties mean little. The strongest nation controls the flow, and others must fight or watch their people suffer. Desalination might save us or bankrupt us. Desalination, turning ocean water into drinking water, could solve the water crisis. The ocean is endless, but current desalination is expensive and energy-intensive, accessible only to wealthy nations. Most plants run on fossil fuels, causing environmental issues. For desalination to help everyone, it must be cheap, efficient, and renewable powered. Scientists are working on solutions, but we need breakthroughs now, or it will remain a resource only for the rich while the rest of the world struggles. Technology could transform how we use water. There are innovations that can help solve the water crisis. Precision agriculture and vertical farms use far less water. Atmospheric water generators pull drinking water from air, and advanced recycling turns wastewater into clean drinking water. The technology exists, but scaling it globally requires money, infrastructure, and political will. Most governments are acting too slowly. Invest now, and catastrophe can be avoided. Wait, and it may be too late. The poor will suffer first and worst. As with every crisis, the poor suffer first. The wealthy can access desalination, deep wells, or buy water, but poor communities can't. Already, people in parts of Africa and Asia spend hours fetching dirty water, and slum residents pay more than wealthy neighbors. When water truly runs scarce, these gaps will explode, causing violence, mass migration, and humanitarian disasters. Millions will be forced to leave, and safe areas won't welcome them. We're running out of time to act. The water crisis isn't coming, it's here. Every year we delay action makes it worse. Governments must treat it as an emergency, invest in infrastructure and conservation, enforce international water agreements, and rethink water use in farming and industry. We need to act now, not later. Once rivers run dry and aquifers are empty, no technology or money can save us. What makes water so dangerous isn't scarcity alone, it's dependence. Every crop, every industry, every city relies on it. And once it's gone or weaponized, there's no substitute. So the real question becomes, will we fight over it, or learn to share and manage it before it's too late? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this video opened your eyes to the reality of the water crisis, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who still thinks water is infinite. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.